Well, it's that time. It's been a while. My goodness, has it been a while? What, February? I think, yeah, it's like 8 months later. Here we are.
Wait, can I unmute now?
Yeah. No, I can already hear you. You're good.
I was like, wow, Jason just wants to talk by himself. He told me to be quiet.
It's been so long, I forgot how to do a webcast. I am excited for many reasons. Number one, I'm glad I get to take a break from the day job to do this because this is fun. Don't judge me, Amanda.
I'll change that in a second. You got 30 minutes. It's back to it.
Oh my god! Right. I'll take the fun while it lasts. Well, let me do the usual intro. Hello, Windows Insiders. Thank you so much for making the time to be with us. It has been a while since we've done one of these. It's been a crazy year. There's a lot going on inside Microsoft. I'm sure y'all have been in touch with the news and seeing everything that we've done across the year so far. It's been an adventure. Priorities galore. I don't know what else to say. It's been a whole lot of fun, and you know, I'm glad that you're still here with us for the adventure as we kick off this webcast today. You know, if you read the newsletter or if you saw it on social or whatnot, 10 years of the Windows Insider program. I don't know of anything else I've done in my life that has lasted 10 years, other than working on this program, and that is something to say. But hey, let me stop talking for a second because I'm not the only person here. So let's go do our usual round robin. I'm just going to go in order of camera. I'm Jason Howard. You've seen my face a million times. So next, going around the horn, Amanda, you are next.
Hello, I'm Amanda Langowski. I lead the Windows Insider program amongst a few other things, and I'm really excited to kind of be back. It's been a while since we've had a webcast, so this is cool. I think, Jen, you're next.
Yep, Jen's up next.
What to say? Hi, I'm Jen. I am one of a large number of Jens at Microsoft, but I am the only Jen MSFT and the only gentleman at Microsoft. I'm one of the people who spends day in and day out reading and investigating and working on your feedback. So yeah, I've been working on feedback since almost the very beginning. I think I got brought onto the project for feedback specifically in like February 2015. So, and somehow I blinked and like
here we are.
Time just yeah. The time got away from me, so it's been a really fun journey. Getting there and continuing to go forward.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of the time, like I didn't have any of this gray. I didn't have this 10 years ago.
I've got like the superhero gray coming in right up there.
It's stately. It makes you look refined. Like it's like you have to earn this stuff. I mean, I don't really feel like.
Oh, you have to see me. I don't put my hair down very often, but my hair is very big, and then I'm almost like some sort of like babushka with the big like frizzly.
That's fun.
Oh goodness, Brandon's got that. I'm still super busy, and I need to shift gears and have fun look on his face.
I'm watching the chat. I'm watching the chat.
Oh,
so I'm trying to stay on top of the chat.
Is it like social media where you're not supposed to read the comments?
Kind of.
This one you're actually supposed to by definition.
Kind of.
Kind of a key.
But yeah, I'm Brandon. I've been with the program, just as long as Jason. I think I've worked with Jason the longest that I've worked with anyone in my professional career. I love working on the Windows Insider program. Really love Windows and Microsoft. So I'm an internal fanboy, but I also relate to the external fans that are Windows Insiders. So it's fun to kind of share in this world of
I love seeing all the improvements and like you're so excited. I mean, I'm so excited, but you're so excited every time you're like, oh, this is so cool. And like, yeah, I love it.
I'm really, it's really been really fun 10 years. So it's really exciting to be here and actually on this webcast to celebrate the 10-year anniversary with everyone. So yeah.
As an aside, before we get into some of the other stuff that I want to cover today, the Windows Insider program might be 10 years, but Brandon, whose birthday it is today, happy birthday, Brandon. Brandon's a lot older than 10.
Yes, I am. Thank you. I was waiting
21,
for
21, right? You started Microsoft I think you and I started at Microsoft around the same time because you said you were celebrating your 16 and I just did 16 in September. So
yeah, November 3rd. So
all kinds of anniversaries just stacking up. Brandon, I just coincidence of timing, but I couldn't let this webcast slide by without telling you happy birthday. So,
yes.
So happy
Thank
birthday.
you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. 41's just kind of an odd age, but hey, I bought myself some new shoes and a new jacket.
All right. Hey, we started this webcast a little late, which is just my usual thing, but in celebration of the Windows Insider 10th anniversary, we've put together a couple things. If you saw on social media, there was an announcement about this webcast coming, the anniversary of the program and whatnot, and we've got some great folks internally who've put some effort together, and they went and dug up memories and photos and stuff from program participants and goofy stuff that we've done. There's an embarrassing photo of me in here. But I want to take a moment and play a video for everybody. Amanda's already laughing. Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, you bet.
There's a video I'm going to play for everybody. That's just kind of a recap of things from over the years. And, I don't get mushy very often, but this is actually really nice. So give me a second. I'm going to switch over and we'll get that playing here. "10 years ago, a community was born. A worldwide community of innovators, dreamers, and doers, with a common goal of shaping the future of Windows.
私は日本に住んでいる
The southeast of Italy.
Southernmost part of India.
São Paulo, New Zealand.
Thailand.
Being a Windows Insider allows us to directly participate in the evolution of Windows.
I've been in the Windows Insider program since Windows 10 was first released that first day. And seeing those changes over the years, it's been exciting and fun.
It really gives you the opportunity to take a glimpse of what is coming.
Having the possibility to put my hands on the preliminary versions of Windows, trying all the new features.
Being a Windows Insider, being closer to that development, being able to input to the team, being able to refine that product.
Ich teste Insider-Builds, gebe Feedback im Feedback-Hub und diskutiere Funktionen und Einstellungen, um Windows stetig zu verbessern.
I love the fact that in the Windows Insider community, you have people from all over the world, of all different cultures.
And we have a genuine passion in helping this product improve.
With the help of our fantastic insiders, we have shaped Windows into the incredible platform it is today. Your feedback has been invaluable, driving our mission to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more.
Over the past 10 years, we've put out over 1,300 flights to our millions of insiders worldwide. Whether you've been part of our program since the beginning or just recently, thank you so much for all of your time and energy to give us feedback on how to make Windows work best for you.
From all of us
at the Windows Insider program,
thank you
for coming with us on our journey,
for your dedication and your passion.
Together,
we've made history.
And we are just getting started.
Here's to the next decade of innovation. Happy 10th anniversary, Windows Insiders.
Wow. That's a lot of pictures. And there's a lot of people that have made this program what it has been over the years. You know, if you've been around the program long enough, like through those pictures, you know, you've seen people who were part of the program at one time and have gone on to other things. There are, you know, insiders that I've gotten to know over the years that just because of life, you know, people come, people go, people get old, things happen, you know, I'm getting mushy. This doesn't usually happen. I don't usually get mushy.
One of my favorite things about that video, Jason, when I was saying it, is just it is really cool to see basically how how far it's kind of gone. And then I also love that we get to show some of the insider team that people don't really get to interact with on a day-to-day basis, right? So at the end, you get to see other folks on my team and others who like work way hard in the background that like folks don't see, making sure that like flight settings is working right. We have our wonderful marketing staff that does these things, like the videos and stuff are featured in there. So I just want to like take this time also to throw out to all the people behind the scenes.
Even for feedback, like there's so many people involved with triaging and investigating. I don't want to come to the webcast, but like there's tons of us that
I know. Yeah. Can you imagine if we pulled all the people's faces who like triage feedback on a daily basis? Like that would be amazing. We should maybe do something like that. I don't know that, but yeah, it's really cool to see that.
That would be a really long video of faces. Can you imagine if we had a reel of everybody who had ever worked on any aspect of flighting or the Insider program just in a scroll? Like, I
know.
That's a lot of people. That'd be a lot of people. I think I got my mushiness under control. Sorry about that.
No, we're human, and I love it.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
So I just want to say thank you, Windows Insiders. Like, it's been an adventure. We're not done yet. Like, this isn't a goodbye or anything. Not by any means, right? This is just a milestone that we're celebrating. So this is all happiness, even if it's looks a little goofy on camera. Brandon, I want to take a moment and pass the mic over your way, because I know you put together a little something that you want to share with insiders, because there's been some other fun stuff happening behind the scenes. So let me know when you are ready, and
I'm excited about this. Yeah. Let me share my window. Jason, let me know if it's doing its thing.
Okay, 1 second. So I've got the standard view. I'm waiting for it to flip to the other one. Or do you want to just show what you have on the screen right now?
Yeah, I'm sharing my window.
There it goes. All right. Yeah. It's that whole lag thing we were talking about earlier. All right, let me get this popped up. Why is it not coming through? Dun, dun, dun. Of course, go figure. There we go. All right, Bubba. It's all you.
All right. So again, happy 10-year anniversary to our Windows Insiders. This is the 10-year anniversary badge that soon many of you, or most of you, will be getting in Feedback Hub. I know that there are some timing questions on when that'll start rolling out. We're working through on our side figuring that out, and so we'll get back to you, but we're hoping that it will be very soon, if not later today. But in addition to the 10-year anniversary badge, we have something special for you. That's an annual tradition. New desktop backgrounds. Every year, we love creating new backgrounds for insiders to put on their desktops as they're trying out new preview builds to kind of just show off their being a fan of Windows and being in the program. But this year, we wanted to do something a little bit special. We wanted to not only celebrate the program and the Windows Insiders that have participated in the program all these years, but also the legacy of Windows. Many of you are our biggest Windows fans. That's why you're in the Windows Insider program. And so we thought we would try to tie it all together in a unique and a fun way. And our Microsoft design team, who are fantastic, they put in a lot of extra effort to make this background super special for this year, especially since it is the 10-year anniversary. And so Without further delay, I will present to you this year's desktop background.
Drum roll.
I love it.
So here is the light theme version of this year's desktop background. As you can see, it celebrates the legacy of Windows in various ways. Different backgrounds from different versions of Windows. There's a lot of Easter eggs for folks to find in these graphics that we are excited for folks to poke at. But yeah, we worked really hard with the Microsoft design team on something that is fun, that celebrates the Windows Insider program, but also Windows. I've been using this on my desktop, on all my PCs for the last couple days, and it brightens my day and always reminds me of how fun it is to be working on this program and working with Windows Insiders to try our Windows builds out, try new features, giving us feedback, etc. Now, I know many of you are also dark theme fans, so we also have a dark theme version of this background, so that you all can put that on your desktop, and it looks great on dark theme. I tend to be light theme myself, so but yeah, dark theme fans, we got a dark theme version of the wallpaper. In addition to the light and dark theme versions, we also have widescreen versions for some of you that are running widescreen monitors. I'm running a widescreen monitor as well, and so there's a widescreen version that will be available as well.
Team Dark Mode? What?
Yeah. So you can download.
Brandon, you are ridiculous for this.
Sorry.
I love it.
And I still have many stickers left of Jason. But you can download the wallpapers now. These are the links. I'm clearly presenting, so I can't, but someone can put the links into the chat for folks. We are also going to be publishing an article on our Windows Insider Program website that kind of summarizes and celebrates the anniversary. That will also have these download links. And then also, the Microsoft design team has updated their wallpapers website. So in addition to the update to their wallpapers website, they're also going to be hosting a section of the website for these wallpapers as well, which is really, really exciting. Again, they did a great job with these. The team was wonderful in working with us on landing the wallpaper or the backgrounds in a way that it's just really special for this year. And hopefully we'll have a few more backgrounds to share over the coming months. The Microsoft design team is cooking up some other things. So that should be really exciting. But anyways, that is our special annual 10-year desktop backgrounds for you all. So download. And with that, I will stop sharing.
We are back.
And go back to Jason and the team.
I love that we do the anniversary stuff each year, but I gotta say the team definitely outdid themselves this time around. It's always fun seeing some of the retro stuff mixed with the newer age stuff. And as insiders, hopefully, as you download the wallpaper, zoom in and look for some of those small details. As Brandon mentioned, there are a ton of Easter eggs hidden in there along the way. And it was fun watching this come together as we got to see some of the early iterations and whatnot. And then it was like, oh, look at that. Oh, they added this. And it was just like, there's more. But wait, there's more this time. Every time we got a new version of it, there was more that was kind of hidden in there. So I did drop the links in the actual chat. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can grab it out of there. It's the light mode is aka.ms/whip101010 light, and then the other one is for dark mode is aka.ms/whip10dark. So light mode or dark mode, whatever your preference may be. And then as Brandon mentioned, there is the standard one, and then there is the widescreen version. So have fun with those. And here we are, Brandon's still in the Star Trek.
Brandon didn't have his. Brandon's the one who had it first.
Brandon's got his own version of a dark mode background because it's the holiday.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm not going to give him a hard time. It's fine.
No, it's fun.
It's very much on brand for him.
Yeah.
So transitioning just a smidge, right? It's been a bit since we've done a webcast. I think our last one was in February of this year. And as I mentioned, it's been quite the hectic year. There's been a lot of announcements, a lot of work going on. And, one of the things that I'm curious, right, given that it has been a little bit since we've done a webcast, please throw whatever feedback you have in on this on chat. One of the things that we're looking at as we kind of try to get back in the swing of things with webcasts and, being more connected with the community is, like, what kind of cadence do you want webcasts on? We've gone through different phases where we used to try to do them every single month. We've done them kind of every other month. And we've tried different lengths where some of them were, 20 or 30 minutes. A bunch of the older ones were definitely on the longer side. Like we would go a full hour and even sneak over where we'd start missing some of our next meetings, things like that. So for those of you that are tuned in, if you have any feedback, either feel free to throw it in chat and we'll catch up on the comments. Or if you want to, reach out onto us on social, of course, we're on X/ formerly known as Twitter. We have Instagram. Throw some comments there. We'll catch up with those as well. But I would love to hear your feedback on both concept of timing as well as length, because we want to make sure that we're bringing you content and information that you'll find useful and relevant, but doing so in a way that helps you connect in a way that's meaningful to you. So, it's just I'm still stuck on the fact that we've been doing this for a decade. It just doesn't seem real. It doesn't.
Now, do you have the first badge, Jason? Like the first insider badge since you said 2015?
Oh yeah, so this is what's terrible. So I'm going down memory lane here for a second. And so for the insiders, this wasn't something that Windows Insiders hit, but it was something that was very much internal. So I'm going to share some inside baseball. And of course, anybody who remembers Windows Mobile, they're going to be like, oh, bring back Windows Mobile. Okay, I get it, right? I've already seen some of the comments. But when we were bringing up the Insider program for Windows 10 Mobile back in the day, or Windows 8 Mobile, whatever it was, good grief. It's been so long, I don't even remember what version of the OS we had on the phone. Goodness gracious. It had to have been 10.
Yeah.
Now I see, not only am I forgetting stuff, we've been doing this so long, I'm forgetting things. That's a problem. That's how long we've been doing this. When we would do changes internally, and to replicate some of the user experience, I would have to unregister and re-register my account to the program so that I could continue representing the insider experience. Be like, hey, what are people going to see? We made some changes, how it connected in, all that kind of fun stuff. And so, although I've obviously been involved with the program since day one, right? I was involved with it before it was actually announced publicly. If you look at my personal Microsoft account that's connected to the program, it actually says 2015. It looks like I was 7 months late to the program when that wasn't the case. And it's because of the work I was doing internally to try to support it. So even though I'm definitely a day one insider, I get credit for that. My account actually doesn't show that. So, the folks that have that day one badge, I don't have the day one badge.
Sorry, Jason.
Womp womp. I'm sure.
See if we can do something. We'll see if we can do something about that in the background. We know some people. Maybe we can make that happen. We'll see.
I think meanwhile, to this day, I'm pretty sure Nikki uses my Feedback Hub profile as the test for all of the badges, because I don't think I'm missing a single one, including volume of feedback filed, participation in every bug bash, all this stuff.
Yeah, it's funny, between my personal account and my work account, I have everything, but it's split. I don't have the full array on one or the other. It's half and half, just depending on what devices I was doing and engaging from at any point in time. Oh my goodness. I haven't even been able to keep up with the comments. Brandon, I don't know if you've been checking through them or whatnot. Every other month.
Yeah, so
quarterly.
Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of good feedback. The majority of the comments are suggesting doing every other month for a webcast or quarterly.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there are a few comments about people asking about getting their badges for beta testing Windows 8 and Vista. And just to be clear, the program didn't exist back then for that, so there's no badges for those releases. Sorry.
Yeah.
But as someone who's been involved with Windows since back then, it is just leaps and bounds so much better.
Oh gosh.
now.
Yeah.
In terms of like how quickly we can get stuff out to people, like in terms of iterating on feedback, like Pepperidge Farm remembers those days.
Never hurts to insert a good meme into a webcast. I love it. There's people like 42
The only
feels
badge,
right.
the only badge I know for Vista was the one that my husband has.
Oh gosh. Are you gonna say it? You're not going to?
He was involved back then, and so he got a Vista tattoo on his arm. So he has an official Vista badge, I suppose.
It's a permanent badge. There is no oops, I lost my insider
There is.
account.
I survived.
Yeah, no, just it's got the pearl. It's
Hey,
pretty funny.
If you're in chat and you have the Windows, one of the Windows logos tattooed on you, you got to post it on social. We got to see this. I don't know anybody else that does. I think that's just a Mike thing, but that's
I don't have one.
That's dedication. That is, if nothing else, that's dedication.
I don't have one.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I want to take a moment and just ask. A lot can happen in 10 years, and there's two things I want to say. Like, one, I don't want to get into specifics because I know some of this is personal for folks. I hinted at this a little bit earlier, but like, just because of life and a lot actually happens in real life, right? It's there are some insiders who have come and gone because they've made their way in and out of the program, but there are some insiders that aren't with us anymore in kind of the grander sense of life, that they're not with us anymore. And I just wanted to say, to those folks and to the families of those folks, I'm glad they got to participate. Glad they got to met some of those folks. I'm not going to call them out by name, but much love, much respect. And for the next generation of folks who are newer to the program, and we have new folks show up and sign up every day. Hopefully some of you are here in attendance or will be watching this after the fact. We're glad to have you. We plan to be around for a long time. I don't know what the next 10 years is going to look like. I mean, I don't think any of us do, but hopefully it's just as much fun and just as exciting as the past 10 years have been. Yeah, it's been a trip. It has been a trip.
Yeah, and it's been fun watching it evolve, right? I mean, I think, we always joke around internally from, rings to channels, and we have a swear jar when everyone says rings still to this day. But we've kind of morphed, and we've loved listening to it. And I was reflecting this morning, or actually basically before this, Jason, like what some of my favorite parts about the program have been. And, I think the first half, I've been an insider since before, since day one as well, but I was in the background for, the first half. And some of my favorite memories of that was just the internal, just debates and fun arguments, fun arguments about what bugs, should we block on this bug this week? Should we not block? You know what I mean? And just
we still have those arguments.
We still do, yeah. But they're a little bit more handled through, through different means. But we used to all cram into a room and just the passion that everyone had about
so did Webcast, right?
We
used to
cannot
all be crammed into a room with the Webcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's kind of funny. I think now, at least I go into the office a little bit more these days, but you still don't have that idea of the stuffing in there and just debating on these and how many people could potentially hit this, so we can't do it. And those are some of my favorite memories of it. And so
I had to run back and forth from so many meetings. I got great exercise back then.
It's fun. I do miss some of that, right, where there's an important meeting come up and you're trying to skip down the hall and trying not to bump into people along the way. But at the same point in time, I will say I don't miss commuting in the mornings and the evenings. So it's all a trade-off, right? It's but I will say, for me, it doesn't feel like the camaraderie has changed, right? I would, to some extent, it feels
the people in the chat don't know. Me and Brandon, we have a chat we've had for
oh gosh, how many
a really
years?
long time now. And the title of the chat name in Teams is Whip It Good.
That's it. It's an old throwback to an old song. Like it's that chat has
Oh
been
my God,
around
is
at
the
least.
song so old that people don't know it? I really hope they do.
Jen, remember. Like
I know.
I think that chat's been around for 6, 7, 8
A
years.
long time. Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably one of the longest running Teams chats since the platform was stood up originally. Wow.
Someone brought up the skip ahead ring. That caused a lot of debates internally.
Oh my goodness.
People have strong feelings, plus and minus on skip ahead. That was one of the more controversial ones we had. I will say that's kind of funny.
The limit to the size of skip ahead, and then
the whole thing.
Yeah, just that. We've look, the Windows Insider program's been a giant experiment, right? We've been doing we've been running this experiment for 10 years, and we keep experimenting. And that actually leads me to something else that I want to say is like, there's some more interesting things coming. I'm not gonna let things slip, right? I don't need to get myself in trouble here, but without continuous innovation and changes along the way, like we wouldn't have as much to cover, and it wouldn't be as exciting as it is. But there's some more interesting things we'll be trying along the way. So stay tuned into the rest of this year, into 2025. There's a lot more coming. Looks like Brandon has disappeared from camera. Hopefully his device hasn't crashed, but for those of you watching, that's why he's frozen on screen in this very odd position. Oh, he's back. Now. All right.
Sorry.
I figured it's just your cell phone
every single webcast. Not that. But I feel like every single webcast I have heard you say the words, I hope I'm not going to get myself in trouble.
How many times have you gotten in trouble?
It's usually the feature teams because I want to ask them about things they're working on and what's coming next and all that. But I don't want them to get in trouble. But it's like, I kind of do. But, I don't actually want them to get in trouble. It's like, what can you say without getting in trouble? I mean, that's part of the fun of the Insider program, right? Seeing what's coming next, getting those early insights. I mean, heck, that's what we've been doing for a decade. A couple quick housekeeping notes. I realize I'm shifting gears again here. For the folks on the Canary side of the house, celebrate what? It's exciting. We were in a bit, I won't call it a drought, but there was a little bit of a gap where we didn't have builds going to Canary. We were working through some bugs and some internal shuffling and shifts, and there were some things we had to account for. But, just yesterday we shipped a Canary build, and of course there was one last week. So a couple weeks in a row, we're back on track with those. So, if you're in the Canary ring, hopefully you're excited about that. Obviously, we've had plenty of builds rolling out to dev and to beta, as well as to release preview. Release preview doesn't get talked about as much, but it's still there and available for insiders to select if you want a preview of the monthly releases before they go out to the retail side of the house. But
it's been really fun watching all the feedback. Well, I guess 24H2 is now rolling out to retail too. But like, as people in release preview started getting it, we were like, "What are they saying? What are they saying?" And so,
yeah.
The content of 24H2 we've been working on for so long, and so like sometimes you even like forget some of the little things that have been improved over time. That was like up in those builds. And
I will say, for me, that's honestly been one of the biggest struggles the longer that I've been in the program and connected to this is get to see things so early that I forget that I'm running preview builds.
Right?
And that the rest of the world doesn't have
that's been there for
running.
ages. Oh,
wait, you don't have it yet. Oops. I'm like, I've been using it for like 6 months, a year. Oops.
But it is cool. I mean, like the fact that we can get features out to retail now faster is really awesome.
It's crazy fast. I love looking at that data, like how quickly, we're able to go from coding to whip to retail these days. It's so fast. So that's been one of my favorite and most nervous things.
Well, that, and then the change of the shipping of cadence of Windows, right? From multi-year adventures to year to 6 months to, oh my goodness, are we going too fast with these big swaps? And then, slow down a little bit, but now we're shipping features faster as opposed to entire OS cores. Again, goes back to the whole concept of experiment, but we want to make sure that you're getting features in a quick and timely manner, because all this goodness that, we're working on internally, the end goal is, of course, is to put it in the hands of folks all around the world. And we can't do that without you guys. So thanks. I don't want to sit here and drone on. I will let me go back around the horn real quick. I've talked a lot, memories, things that excite me and whatnot, and I don't know, I may throw something in on the end, but Amanda, anything specific or any special memories you want to share? Any thanks, or I don't know, whatever you got.
I think, like I said, I kind of like share like when like I love the internal struggles sometimes that I always want to share. But I think the thing that I see even when looking at feedback, whether it be on socials or through the feedback hub, is I still just really love the passion for and against certain things. I love seeing kind of where that root comes from. And honestly, it's a big reason why I keep with this, and we keep kind of tweaking and listening. And we know we don't get it right perfectly for everybody, and so but listening and seeing what we can get, and striking that balance to make it work for as many people as possible. Just kind of I still love that part. And I also love that the Jen's headphones match her background. I noticed that earlier. So she got the same blue, so I'm a big fan of that. I will say I'm jealous, when that you guys got to visit so many insiders in person. I think that's the one thing that I still get jealous of, is that in the post-COVID world, traveling is not quite the same. And so I love looking at when we're looking at that video, when we're pulling together the pictures. It's like I remember I just kind of I wish I could go see a lot more insiders in person. And so I'm jealous you guys got to do that, but. I don't know. That's it for me.
Jen, I'll hand it over
we're
to you.
doing the circle thing.
Yeah,
again?
why not? It worked once. We'll go for it again.
God. I don't even I just feel like we've come such a long way. And if I think of all these moments of excitement and the stuff we've addressed over time, and do you remember, was it at Build, when we announced WSL and people were like, what the heck? And adding tabs in File Explorer, it was one of the most requested things of all time. And I was just so happy when we got it out. And all the other just quality of life improvements. I mean, I can very easily say Windows is better for everybody because of the feedback that we get from insiders, and both the suggestions and the issues that you report. It's just really great. And I know we have more room to go, but we've come so far. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. So you're gonna make me sad, Jason. Don't do that.
It's amazing
okay,
how people don't get it. When people are making features, it's the number one thing. We are talking daily with LT. Hey, this is gonna land with insiders. When is it gonna land? Everyone is so eager to see the feedback coming in and to learn. It's a really big part of our culture that I don't think people quite understand.
Yeah, I mean,
they might understand,
week,
but
every single week we put out new builds, and we have a big meeting where we talk about the quality of the builds, and we talk about feedback. That is the very first thing we talk about every single week. What are people saying? What do they like? What do they not like? And it's great. So yeah.
I love the fact that we reorganized that meeting so that that's first, and it's been like that for a while now, and it's a good thing because that's how we get better. It's hey, what didn't go according to plan, and then you iterate on it on top of whatever else is coming.
Hey, Brandon, wrap us up. What's your favorite?
What you got, Bubba?
You've handled that.
My favorite what?
Anything.
Anything.
Just every week. Every week is fun. Getting builds ready. Talking about changes. It's just fun. It's ongoing fun, and so I'm really, really happy that we continue to have that fun. And I'm really excited about more fun in the future. So to me, that's really, really it. Watching what insiders say about what we're trying out in the different builds and the different channels and the questions that we get, and it's fun. It's just all around fun. So I very much appreciate coming in every week, working to getting these flights out, and seeing the excitement from insiders. So that makes it really, really, really fun. That's my take. To finish this off, more fun to be had.
I wonder how many times over the last 10 years we've been asked when the next build is coming out.
Oh my God. This morning's been about 4, I think, so far on my team's channel. Brandon gets it way more than me, too.
New build win?
When
how
is
many times have we seen that tweet?
I mean internally. I just mean internally, even like when is the build going out? I thought that was like, yeah. I mean, we externally we get a lot of those as well, but you know, on the socials by far. But yeah, even internally, when's it gonna go out? Like it's like,
yeah,
we have a schedule.
It's just
then
as
we
much
have conversely. Then I'm like, hey, when's this going out? What's the ETA?
I mean, just as much as insiders want builds, the internal folks want them to go out. Like this is, we're on the same wavelength. It's just getting over that hump in the middle. It's like, hey, did we hit bar and are we good to go? And then, oh my goodness, it's
awesome.
It's an exciting process. I have a lot to catch up on the chat. I will be reviewing comments, not only for feedback on webcast cadence and things like that, but I want to read through everything that everybody shared. The chat will be there. It'll keep running. So for any Windows insiders who are in attendance while we're doing this live, if you have any thoughts or memories or fun things you want to share,
that'd be awesome.
Drop those in chat. I'd love to read them. We always go back and kind of read through the comments and whatnot. So because if there's any questions, we always try to answer those on social or address them in blog posts or whatever the case may be. But if you got anything to share, please do. This adventure is just as much about you as well as the fun that we've had on the internal side for the past 10 years. We couldn't have done this without you. So for whatever the future holds, whatever is coming next, whatever excitement we're able to bring to you, thanks for being here for the adventure. Thanks for being a part of this journey. Can't wait to bring you hopefully another wallpaper and some more fun and excitement next year. It won't be a decade milestone, but
in another 10 years.
Hey,
I'll be so old by then. I don't want.
I'll probably lose this hair too in the next 10 years. My whole head's just gonna be empty and be like, hey,
do you want some of mine? I've got a lot.
I don't know how I would just coif it up.
Glue? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you all again. The links to the wallpapers are in chat. The link to the blog post is in chat. We'll of course put it out on social. But any questions, get a hold of us. Obviously we've got more builds coming, but one last time, thank you so much for your engagement. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the builds. Thanks for all the fun. We're not done yet. There's more to come, and we can't wait to see what is next and in store. So with that, we will sign off. Until next time. Thank you. And thank you for being a Windows Insider.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.